You ever accidentally masturbate to young pictures of your mom?
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I was just here. Ground zero. So this is where the first guy got
Crack? What the fuck?
So I wanted to make a quick video to talk about live-action remakes very quickly. I'm gonna make later down the line a video on live-action remakes as a whole. But just recently, today, in fact, I saw the new How to Train Your Dragon, and a few weeks ago, or maybe a month ago now, I saw the new Lilo and Stitch. And as someone that used to hate live-action remakes, I'm kind of getting wishy-washy on them now. I don't know what's going on. The new Lilo and Stitch, I have no idea. Everyone hated it, and I kind of don't know why. I mean, I know why. I know the criticisms and everything, but like, as someone, maybe it's because it's either that I didn't see the original or I saw it as a little kid and I don't remember anything from it. So maybe it's just not like as fresh in my mind, so I can't go, oh, they ruined it. But like, one of the big things I saw with that movie was that the ending of the new one, they were like, yeah, she gives her over to the foster care system just like that. It's like, no. Did you watch the movie? She fights tooth and nail, and then at the end she learns to accept help from her neighbor, who she knows and trusts, and has regularly babysat Lilo before. What am I missing here? And then, like, I get the whole thing of like, oh, we didn't get Pleakley and drag, what's his name, General Gatu.
Stand ready for my arrival, worm.
They cut him out and everything, and Jamba's a villain, and he never has an arc. He doesn't change into Uncle Jamba. Yeah, that's fair. I like the animation of the original as well. I like the animation of the original more than the live action, but I don't know. Stitch was cute. He's definitely the marketable plushie character, although he was also the marketable plushie character back in 2001. It definitely feels like they were like capitalizing on the success of Sonic to be like, yeah, let's get a little blue guy in there. I don't know. But then conversely, with How to Train Your Dragon, I did see that movie. I saw it when it first came out back in 2010, and it is the first movie that has been remade in live action so far that I can think of that had I was like alive for and saw the original in theaters. As I mentioned before, Lilo and Stitch originally came out in 2001, if I believe. If not, then 2002. I was born in 2001, so if I saw it in theaters, I do not remember it. I remember Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch has a glitch, and I was scared of glitch. I was scared of Stitch when he had the glitch. And, but yeah, I love How to Train Your Dragon, though. I saw it when I was a kid. I saw it again when it came to DVD. Just recently, while I was in college, I rebought the DVD because I lost the original DVD, and now I have the DVD again. And I just rewatched all 3 movies last year. It was awesome. It was great. I had a relative's wedding, and they danced to what's it called, the Dancing and the Dreaming or something from How to Train Your Dragon 2. I love How to Train Your Dragon. So this new one that just came out, that's getting all this praise and stuff, I don't know. It's not that I hated it or anything. I don't think it ruined the original. In fact, I think it was extremely true to the original. I don't think they changed a single thing. The only difference was that it was live action, and it was like shot for shot, beat for beat, the original in live action. And I don't know. I was just kind of bored. I was like, I've seen this before. Now it's just in live action. Like. And I guess that's how most people feel with live-action remakes. And again, I do too. I'll be the first to say I hate live-action remakes. The new Lion King, dog shit. Terrible. Mufasa, I didn't see Mufasa. But Aladdin, which on the other, like, see, that's the other thing. The new Aladdin from 2019, new back then. It's 6 years old now. Oh my god. But the original, the new Aladdin, I thought that I would hate that, and I had a great time with it. And I like the original Aladdin too. I like the original Aladdin more, I think. But the remake, they changed some stuff from it, but I liked the changes. I liked the extra songs they added. It was weird that they didn't do an evil Jafar, evil genie thing at the end. They just did like a big bird. That was kind of lame and weird. But like, that's for another video. My point is, with How to Train Your Dragon, they to my memory, they didn't change anything. Even like the actors' voices, it was like to the point where I was like, did they just cast the voice cast from the original as the actors, with the exception of Hiccup, because Hiccup, shocker, was voiced by a grown man, and now he's played by an actual like teenager. Crazy how that works. But yeah, all the voices sounded identical and everything. The plot points, beat for beat for beat. Again, just everything. The music, the score, the storyboards. I saw that headline before, that the storyboards were just reused for the remake, which I'm sure is not uncommon, but it was very noticeable in this one. Especially the scene where he tames Toothless. It was like, come on. You know, but yeah, no, nothing was changed in the story. Nothing was changed in the soundtrack. Everything was exactly as I remembered it from the original. And I walked away feeling just like, did I just waste 2 hours of my time? It's so weird that I walked away from Lilo and Stitch feeling way better than I did walking away from How to Train Your Dragon, which is a franchise that I love. And I was like, again, I can't stress enough, How to Train Your Dragon remake was not bad. It's just How to Train Your Dragon in live action. And it kind of loses that cartoonish charm, I guess. But even then, like, when I say they changed nothing, I mean they changed nothing. There's even some like cartoonish hijinks that they do in the original that are still replicated in the remake, just in live action. And I don't know. It was just I don't know. It's just a strange thing that How to Train Your Dragon is getting all this money and stuff, and they're talking about doing Prince of Egypt in live action. And I don't know how to feel about that, because I love that movie way more than How to Train Your Dragon. And I don't know. I guess of all the remakes, that would make the most sense to do. There's not really any cartoonish stuff in that, other than like Parting the Red Sea, which you can just do with CGI. And I don't know. Again, it just feels confusing. I apologize if this is rambling. This is a video I have no script for. I am literally just going from my brain. And I wanted to record this today while the memory of both movies was still fresh in my head. As I said before, I want to make a broader video on live action remakes and reboots and all this other jazz and stuff, and the weird plague of remakes and reboots we've been getting lately, and how they've changed over time. And it's for another video. In the meantime, that's gonna do it for this rambly one. I don't even know if I'll put this out. I probably will. I want to make something. Currently, I finished recording a good chunk of a video essay about Afrofuturism and the problematic origin story of it, in my opinion, as a white man. And so hopefully that'll be out by the end of the week. There's a couple more things I have to record, some like skit stuff with like more involved camera angles, and some neat editing tricks I'm gonna have to figure out how to do in my house. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that'll be out by the end of the week. And maybe this one will go out like tonight or something. I don't think I'll do much editing in this one. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there, put in my 2 cents, because I'm kind of surprised that Lilo and Stitch is getting all this hate when, like, dude, Stitch gets hit by a car in slow motion in that movie, and it's really funny. And I don't... maybe that's in the original. I'm sure it is. Again, haven't seen it, so maybe I'm talking out my butt here. But the new Lilo and Stitch movie makes me want to watch the original. The new How to Train Your Dragon movie, after having just watched the original, is just like, wow, I've seen this movie twice this year. I don't hate that I saw it twice this year. It's just, I saw it twice this year. Like, it's just weird. Yeah, I don't know. Bye.